I'm not going to mince words. Since I started part 1 not all that long ago, this channel has been in a right poor state through copyright claims that I fought, copyright bugs I had to get YouTube to sort, and a general downslide in views. I'm really looking for some help. You JoJo fans have been extremely good to me in the past, so basically if you can watch as much of the video as possible, that helps immensely. If you can subscribe if you're not already and leave a like and a comment, that's also fantastic for overall views. Sharing the video, and of course more so than anything is joining my Patreon. Sorry for the monologue, but I'm into dangerous waters and not a million miles away from having to leave YouTube behind if this continues. Thank you so much, and I'm genuinely so happy that you're here watching another JoJo video, and I hope you enjoy. I tell ya, I've been praising JoJo's weird and wonderful angles since the first season. It's the reason I shout out first person shots in other anime, so always glad to see it in JoJo.
この場所であってはならないのは精神力の消耗だ。くだらないストレス、それに伴う体力へのダメージ。いや、逆にもっと強くなってやる。
I still very much feel like that level of mental conviction and fortitude derives from Jotaro, and I'm proud to see it in her.
天国へ行く方法があるかもしれん。おい、妙な顔をするな。真の勝利者とは天国を見た者のことだ。どんな犠牲を払っても。私はそこへ行く。
For me, it's the absolute height of awesome that Dio is still in this anime. Love hearing his voice, that music from Stardust Crusaders. Oh my goodness, what a journey this whole ride has been. Whilst I'm disappointed, like many, that we didn't get a brand new OP, at least there's some noticeable changes in it. Just a shame it doesn't alter as the episodes progress either.
例えばこいつにシールを貼ってみる。すると2本になる。
Cannot express how much I love the details of each stand ability. Like there's always some depth to it.
最近なぜか好きになりまして。
ええ、構いませんよ。スポーツマックス。
I mentioned it during part 1 and probably every other video, but I'm always such a fan of the character designs. They're so over the top, it's brilliant.
ジョリーン、豚肉の逆は何？
チキンとかビーフとか。
Small thing, but the food looks actually tasty, and your boy is a vegetarian. The way they don't have grey stand-ins stayed the same. As soon as a side character is dragged into the event, they gain colour. That's quite a clever way of doing it. Putting pretty much actual writing on this, at least it looks incredibly close to it in many places.
けれどあの夜。グロリアは危険を承知で警察に通報せざるを得なかったんだ。私を守るために。
This entire backstory was done excellently, as it detailed exactly what drives Ermes and explains a whole bunch about her in the present. Goodness me, I'll never be able to get over the insane amount of detail on JoJo characters' faces. That close-up is nuts!
思い出したようだな。それでいいんだ。
Classic JoJo stance!
私が確実に知りたかったのはそのこと。スポーツマックス、お前にしっかりと思い出させてやる。
Hell yes, what a badass lady in an equally badass scene! I still love these transitions! That was fucking sick! Those sound effects, like the kiss and the attack, are nothing short of glorious against this creepy damn foe. I can't show it, but it was messing with her tendons or something, bruh. It's gross, get out of it! Also though, we just got a classic JoJo colour palette change. They really do employ such unique angles and shots. Not many anime do this, sadly. Also though, yet another unique stand order!
ジョリー、FF を連れて逃げろ。これは私の問題だ。
This is one of those times where it's a sin and a win. It's good that she wants to protect her friends, but at the same time it makes no sense to send them away when they're all in the thick of it. Same on both channels.
NANI?!
It's a classic JoJo NANI?!
これで奴の口の中に入れた。
God, that was awesome! I'm so glad the author went down the route of adding in stands which can heal, because back in Stardust, they would literally heal up the following episode.
あそこにいる女、ちょうどいい。
Kawaii!
ち、賄賂払ってんのに挨拶もしやがらねえ。
Take a win here for him not even really understanding how his own stand works. That's a first, I believe, in recent memory.
俺は何か飲みたかったんじゃねえ。食らいたかったんだ。
Jesus, what an absolute weird scene that was, and freak he is. Got sewage flowing out of him and then he attacked her, and this is nuts and weird.
立体で奴の位置を捕まえる。そこだ。捕らえた。
I'm so glad she got this role. She really does voice it so well.
ジョリー、そいつはスポーツマックスじゃない。奴は殺した女の死体をおとりで動かしていたんだ。
Cannot tell you how much I missed JoJo battles, how they're always so tricky and inventive, how you're never quite sure how they're going to win the day. Nothing else really does it quite as well. Also, credit to her voice acting too. She's belted out numerous lines this episode and the last. Definitely deserves her own standard alone win. Couldn't quite hold it together.
シュートは自分の運命への決着をつけるためにある。まさかエルメスやめるな。エルメス。
Scenes like this are where JoJo often just shines. It reminds me of Stardust with that fateful, emotional music and powerful speeches.
そこだ。スポーツマックス。
やるだろうとよ思ってたぜ。その能力はもう食らわねえ。そして俺も違いだからよ。
An excellent, by the books and classic JoJo how they're gonna get out of this situation.
エルメスが待っていたのはこの瞬間だ。奴がシールを剥がして本物の頭部に噛みつこうとする瞬間。
Oh my god, they used the Stardust Crusaders music of Jotaro vs. Dio!
これを剥がせばお前も元に戻る。そして次のもグロリアの分だ。
This, and the fact that it gorgeously makes sense within the universe of JoJo once you understand how both her and his own stands work. That to me is easily worth the first max 2 wins of the second part. Excellent emotional build-up, I was freaking out at the use of the old school legendary music, and then the animation punched the ticket to max wins. Beautiful final moments there, really nailing the previously mentioned Stardust Crusaders vibe, really got me feeling Avdol and Iggy's final moment. I said it before and it bears repeating, it's a new and really innovative way to handle stands this part, by allowing the bestowing of stand abilities to people who then don't fully understand their uses. That's never happened before, and it allowed for a moment like this to happen. Just a plain old great example of how to effectively mix both hand-done animation and CGI. Bless them for giving us highly detailed maps like this. Not only does it aid in our understanding, but it also allows for added realism as the author expands upon why they can or cannot do something based on the map.
いいよ、OK だ。守りに行ってやる。空城ジョリンよ。
Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter!
今も彼女が攻撃されているのかもしれない。
That cool ass sound effect!
彼女を守りきったなら、 俺は彼女と結婚する。
Unexpected plot twist!
ダイバーダウン。
何事だ。今の衝撃音は何をした。
時間差で壁の中に。
Yet another new and unique Stunderdama!
祝福しろ。
I'm going on record, I'll never get bored of these JoJo-styled poses. God, I love that! 100% can't show it, but I'm always a fan of the darker side to JoJo, and Dio's explanation of the stand contains some very gruesome shots.
美しい。こいつの最強の部分が感覚でわかる。
What an awesome looking and also incredibly violent scene to witness. As a massive fan of mixed martial arts, it's great to see a physical fight done in such a way, obviously to the extreme, but still.
最強ということを証明してくれる。
I'm gonna say this fight, when animated, was inspired by My Hero Academia's All Might vs. Nomu in Season 1.
私が懲罰暴投へ送り込んだスタンド使いは4人。
This hype for the coming episodes!
ファイトクルーだ。かかってこい。
Okay, now I'm really hyped! So many new and interesting looking characters!
長所が見えるぞ。
Last minute insane kawaii alert!
どんなやつだろうと邪魔する者は殺なんだ殺す私今そう思ったのか
For me, it says a lot about her mental state and obviously her experience already that she caught herself mid-thought like this and understood that something wasn't right. Such an awesome thing to kickstart the episode with some great and intense action scenes. They're well animated to boot. Also, though, as a side note, really enjoy little additions like this that I presume come from the manga.
今のこいつの動きさっきまでの監視同士の喧嘩では確かに異常で凶暴ではあったが
I swear, these are the moments that for me resemble true art.
いつからスタンド使いになった
God, she's awesome! See, now that's just plain old great animation, isn't it? What a brilliantly done contrast between her giving a beatdown and then the music stops and she suffers another terrible injury out of nowhere.
俺最強だ。話してやる話してやる話してやる話してやる話してやる話してやる話してやる。
It's difficult to find who voices this character, but they did a bang-up job.
おい、俺の仕事は監視だぜ。毎日のように囚人を押さえつけるのが仕事だ。
The fact that they included this, because it's true, you're taught techniques most people wouldn't think of, and they do work 100% of the time. They're amazing. Get out of here, bro! She's being attacked by friggin' meteors! Oh, that's such a cool stand ability!
今度は絶対に外さねえ。勝つのはこの俺だ。美しく輝く。
Yay, I found his voice actor. He's Magma from Dr. Stone, and yes, not the best shout out, but he's definitely way better in Season 2 and likely Season 3 than the first. Check out my 3 videos on Dr. Stone! So much of her just smacks of her father and great-grandfather. I'm here for it!
あれはあそこにあるのはあれは骨だあそこにあるぞ
One of my favourite elements of JoJo on display here, the long-running story that allows for a character from way back in Season 1 to be a central figure like here, even if it's just a bone, means a lot to me in some weird way, because it's such a callback. It reminds me how long the story is. She said the thing again!
お前の右足のブーツを脱がすことはできた
ゲージは半減している。軌道をそらした。
Seriously, how did he come up with this?
ブツラ。確かに隕石に何かをぶち当てたな。それは俺に命中する。
Jolene winning the battle finally at great cost to herself. Totally unexpected start to this part of the story, and a most welcome one. Great battle.
立てるのか、その傷で。
Kawaii!
わしの名は健三、年齢78歳。
I really love this old man. He's Kaseki from Dr. Stone. He does an outstanding job in that. And he's also Old Man Rom in ReZero, where again he does an awesome job. I just adore how he's just turned 78 and still going strong.
アメリカ方式、フランス方式、日本方式。
How come she's just the best though?
そしてわしの最初の敵はまだお前ではないようじゃ。
失敗だったぜ。
FF is here! Yet another unique stand-up banana!
何者じゃお前。
Oh, I can't contain my excitement when stuff like this happens. He's so confused by her.
愛してるぜ。ここに来るのがとても楽しみだった。
え、今なんと？
That reaction. That was perfect. Nearly always giving us a proper backstory for these enemy stand users who they encounter, rather than them just being mere nameless faces in the end. It also pays homage to the bands tied to the stands too.
もう一撃溺れてみるか。次のは生還させない。
Really pleased to see a much lesser use of CGI thus far in this one. Obviously it's early doors yet, but still up to this point there's been almost nothing but this now.
まただ。また手の上に何か出したぞ。なんだあれは。
Bruh, how are the stand users so damn creepy this part?
違う、意味ねえって俺を攻撃するな。だからおめえの敵はジジイ本体だ。あかんねえやつだな。俺中立だっつうの。
It's another one of those stands that can speak for itself. That's rare. The animation on these battles so far has been nothing short of excellent, perfectly in line with prior seasons of JoJo. Also, though she definitely deserves a win for her own voice acting, really smashing those lines. Also, take one for all of the voice actors while I'm here. Excellent picks all around as per usual. I think something that gets a win over older seasons is how deep some stands are. I swear in Stardust they were essentially very simple in nature, but as time has gone on they've got more and more complicated, which has also allowed for better, more dynamic battles.
お前が触れると腕が飛ぶのか。パワーは老いぼれのまんまだったかな。
もう結果は見えているんだ。だが誰にも予測がつくことではないんだけど。
余計なことは喋るな。さっきからやかましいわ。
This may be one of the first times in my memory that I can recall an enemy not wanting to reveal everything there is to know about their stand during a battle, so take that win. Look at that awesome animation!
決定されたように一つの方角から入り込むような攻撃といい。
Also though, how does this bloody stand work? It's so mad!
戦乱の時代ではその城の風水を見てどの方角から城を攻撃すれば。
At first I didn't care much for the in-depth examination of feng shui, but I got hyped as soon as he started talking about ancient battles affected by it. Your boy loves him some history.
そして風水の方角理論は人間の体にもあり、そしてジジイの攻撃があのドラゴンに重なった時 FFA の結果はすでに決定されている。
Really couldn't have timed wins 318 and 321 much better if I tried. It's so deep, I still haven't got a clue how it works, and many parts of it have already now been revealed. FF coming back into the fight from nowhere. She was practically denogonized and yet still managed to land a bunch of powerful shots. Not running on the spot.
さっきから説明して見てるだけじゃなく FF を助けてスタンド使いなんだろ
Can't believe she actually called him out for this. Makes sense though.
やったぞ水が手に入っ
I must give mad props. This is the first time in a very long time where I absolutely cannot think of a single way in which she can win the battle. This is mad. My favourite part of all of this is that, yes, it's far-fetched, but it could all happen in theory. Not all at once, but certainly each part of it could definitely occur with bad luck. It's making me so nervous that she just cannot reach the water. Hats off to him. He did it. He found a way by which to get her water in a situation where it seemed literally impossible to happen. Man, that's good. Ah, it's so good. He was such a tough fight as well. Very glad she won the day.
君の方が知っているはず。
ドラゴンがまだいる
She deserves so much credit for going to such great lengths to save her new friend. She hasn't even been friends with her for that long, but she has loyalty coming out of her ears.
絶対命中はしねえ。てめえは始末してわしは競争復活じゃ。九条ジョリーン、てめえを始末する予定に変更は全くない。気づいてないのか。
Super kawaii!
勝ったぞ。
Brilliant how they kept Hisoka in the frame just so you knew he was doing something in the background. Also though this, it made me laugh for some reason. I can get away with showing this bit. His legs are nasty, man, up close. Holy.
それだ。それがいいんだ。もっと見つめてほしい。その瞳。
I already gave Hisoka a shout out, but he definitely was a spot on choice for this character. Even if it's just for an enemy, I really missed these end of battle cards. Made me honestly quite emotional suddenly seeing him like this. Well played, anime.
英単語も30ほど覚えました。しかし、自分の名前が空城城太郎であることは理解しません。
So very clever to add this into the story, to go in depth into what the missing disc is doing to him on a fundamental level. Would have been so easy to say he's in the coma instead.
Doctor! 彼の頭部に触れないで!
I don't even fully understand what happened, but you best believe it was awesome and gets a win.
お前のことはいつだって大切に思っていた。
応急処置はしたのに治したはずなのに
What an oddly beautiful moment between them out of nowhere. I don't get it, but I know it was beautiful and on a deep level and bond shared between them.
あの人は私が生まれる前からいろんなものを守ってきた私のそばにいなかったのも今ここで起きているみたいな私を巻き込まないためだ
Following up that moment with another one like this, adding in that music, her understanding why he was away from her so much and how he always cared for her and loved her. Proper got me, man.
小男だわ小男がいた
Unexpected plot twist.
なんだあの背中は。血が伸びてないか。 俺と同じくらい、いやそれ以上ある。
Great! Another creepy enemy stand user! I'm going to choose to believe that this is a reference to that episode from Stardust Crusaders. Poor little Polar F!
元気でみんな集まって。
Goodness me, putting aside the creep factor for a moment, look at that amazing animation!
これは他の囚人たちが全員すでに。
I'm going out on a limb here. If this part continues like this, I think it'll have my favourite stands overall.
さて、あの光徳が落としたこの骨を。
Classic JoJo, they make the viewer completely forget about the other enemy standing by at the top.
それよりこうなった以上私から離れた方がいい。
これは植物だ。それ以外の何者でもない。
I like how this did end up turning kind of low-key romantic between them.
光を浴びるか太陽の方向へ動くと急激に成長し、日陰で逆の方に移動すれば落ち着くらしい。
He's turned into such an unexpected ally. I never saw that coming. Yes, he's doing it for his own purposes, but he's intelligent, quick on his feet, and powerful too. A good combo.
緑色の
Such a weird series of episodes!
これは奪い取ったっていうのよ FF 絶対にホワイトスネークには渡さない。
太陽と逆の方向に進むんだ。
Excellent progression of the story, added in sprinkles of mystery to the plot, new stand users. Doesn't get much better than this, really.
お願いだ。俺も草になっちまう。ここから連れ出してくれ。
いいだろう。
Man, my ears are good. As soon as I heard his voice, I was like, yeah, that's Connie from Attack on Titan. And of course, I was right.
脱出したのか。いや、俺に気づかれず外に出れるわけがない。
Wakatoshi from Haiku! Also though, not showing it, but Connie explodes into ribs, tearing into the dude's arm. It's one of the best, most gnarly things I've ever seen in JoJo. It was nasty!
外に出られる。
If you know me, you'll know I love the old bait and switch. Now, I was totally prepared for more battles, but in many ways, I'm even more impressed by feeling as though that was definitely going to happen, and then it ends like this. Didn't see that coming, well played.
ダイバーダウン。なんだこいつの体は。匂いが。
You know what? I'm not even going to delete the last win, because I'm more shocked that you lulled me into a false sense of security thinking we were finally done for a minute with battles only to have this happen!
スロットルレバーでございます旦那様。普通まずニュートラルの位置にしないといけません。
渓流ロープをほどきな。
はい旦那様。
Stone Ocean casually taking yet another step closer towards being named my overall favourite for unique stands.
ジョニー、離せ。そいつから目を離してはいけない。
Brilliant end to a brilliant episode with yet another creepy ass stand. This one got me feeling major SCP vibes. Credit to you if you know which one I'm on about.
おい、さっさと止めろと言ってんだ。トンチキが。
Oh, the thing's so damn creepy it was about to attack her!
戻ろうぜ。こいつらは。
I seriously never thought this would happen. Normally, that's not how it would go down. Massive props for doing it that way.
ボートなら奪い取ればいい。このボートをもらう。いいよな。ワニに食われねえように帰ってくれ。ダイバーダウン。
He's an awesome character really and a fantastic ally. It was great seeing how calm he remained throughout that. The twist you keep on throwing at me over and over again. Man, I'm in love with JoJo. Such a great anime all the time. I'm so impressed.
ジョニー。どっちなんだよ。したいの。したくないのか。
Very slight art style change.
これを待っていた。
She really is the best though. Another plot twist? Are you mad? Her being an absolute legend and giving him as many clues as humanly possible in order to not get attacked himself.
そしてそばにいるというのなら旦那様、ついでにあなたをも始末するまでです。
このボートを止めるべきかも。もし基地体の水全体にすでに奴が攻撃のよだれを混じり込ませていたら。
Yeah, actually, I think already as a whole, these are the best, deepest and most unique stands of all of the parts so far. He really outdid himself.
その反発でよだれの粒をまき散らすのだ。でも思わず鳥にビビっちまう。隠れろ隠れろ。
Starting to understand his stand ability little bit by bit, I just adore trying to figure it out and watching them do the same. Also, cannot overlook that trippy looking art style change.
うひょー、超かわいい。ナイスボディだ。
Shockingly, L from Death Note.
ディオの骨が囚人どもを利用して私の想像を超える何かをやり始めたということだ。
Getting the gaps filled in and starting to understand how the situation with the plants happened and why. Some very good pacing there. Nothing too soon afterwards and not too late either.
D&G がここで見たもの、奴自身から早く聞き出さなくては。
Just wanted to say I'm very glad that within the confines of the story, this guy was made a priest and not, say, the head of the prison or a guard. Would have been insanely hard to follow a good plot if that happened, and this way it puts hurdles in his way too, which is very clever. God, this anime can be so insanely weird at times. More so than normal anyway.
あいつは
暗いな。まさか投げたのは貴様は。
困る。とても困るんだ。
I cannot tell you how thrilling it is to me to have the main villain be in this position, kind of helplessly watching from afar. Almost never happens really, and although he soon regains the upper hand, it's still good to see.
FF が最も恐れること、それは体が消滅することではなく、自分の知性が消失することであった。
ジョリーンたちとバカ話をして大笑いしたことも全部覚えている。今はわかる。生きるということは思い出を作ることなんだと。それを失うことだけが怖い。それこそが知性なんだ。
Between that statement, the music, and those words, I've got a terrible gut feeling. Things suddenly getting super intense!
ジョリーンのことを考えると勇気が湧いてくる。知性なんだ。
That was so damn good. That's getting 2 max wins. I feared the worst and they managed to find a way out of it, and a super insanely clever one too. So impressed by that scene. I gotta say it one more time, him being so shocked at losing this time, it never happens, bruh. Not till the end of the anime normally. Plus, FF won the day. That's a 50-50 split on this win.
生まれたってことなのか。ホワイトスネークが求めているのは、こいつは一体教会士のエンリコ・プッチだということを。
Oh my word, it's so intense I can barely stand it! What an insanely gut-wrenching 30 seconds that was! Heartbreaking to see her now like this, almost entirely withered away.
時間稼ぎだ。後ろを見ろ。
フーファイターズの頭脳は司令塔はこっちじゃない。向こうだぜ。
So sudden plot twist that I'm so thankful for, but I'm so nervous my stomach almost hurts. I just feel it's not going to go well. Man, this anime makes me feel emotions like nothing else. I knew I was allowing myself to feel too good too soon right after she got to the water. Oh, I hate this! That was awful, man. Hasn't been a death in a long time, and that hit hard. Fantastic character, brilliant and funny ally, and voiced by one of the best. 2 wins for that.
待てジョリー、そこで止まれ。足元の石を見ろ。石が転がってきて岩になった。そしてジョリー、君は逆に
Yet another unique Stunder user! This really smacking vibes of the Baby Polnareff episode I was on about before from Stardust, one of my favourites.
赤ん坊に近づくと私たちの身長が小さくなっていくということなの。
Shout out to the studio for keeping so consistent with the damage from the last fight. Must have been a nightmare. Taking the time to explain this, again just way more in depth than we used to.
ジョリー、
考えるの。アナセイ、行くところまで行ってみてからよ。
きっと俺は彼女のそれに引きつけられてここにいるのだ。その瞳、そしてそのうちこの俺のことも見つめさせてやる。その集中力で。
Not having him falling in love with her as a gimmick to be used, but instead treating it very seriously as they grow together through shared experiences like this.
なら、ここから飛び降りるって考えるのはどう？飛び降りれば終点はあるわ。
来るぞ、登れ。早くここを脱出するんだ。走れ。
This is where JoJo just shines, being able to do wacky stuff like this due to stands. And now yet another brand new and totally unique stand on that!
赤ん坊が触ったものはサイズが変わらない。つまり瓶は元のままの大きさでいる。スタンドは今瓶の中にいる。あとはこいつをここに閉じ込めるだけだ。
He just gets another win for how quick he thinks on his feet. Bear saying again, such a great ally. You could have given me a very, very long time to figure out what would happen next. Wouldn't have come up with this for probably 6 months.
なあ、私は君のことを言ってるんでもあるんだ。君のホワイトスネークは
Weirdest win of the video, but I'm not hating seeing a relaxing Dio. It's weird, man. He's just living life. You never see that.
君のホワイトスネークは魂を形にして保存できる。君は私をいつか裏切るのか？
I'm so happy I can follow up the weirdest win of the video with this, because this is classic Dio as we know him. That's spot on for his character.
すまない。君を侮辱してしまったか。君がいなくなるのが怖かったのだ。
Never did I see myself dropping 3 wins for this moment, but it's getting it, because it also built up a different and more vulnerable side to Dio, away from the supervillain we all know, showing a more human side that hasn't been seen since back in part 1.
君がどこにいても、私は君にパワーを与えるだろう。
Oh, they actually fully explained away the bone. I'm so happy because that made little to no sense to me given how he got taken out in part 3. Also, take one final win here for going without an OP in order to have given us this scene. Weather report is back. Totally forgot about this dude.
もっと濃い霧を追跡されている。
バレた。私の正体が。ウェザーリポートに。
Really and truly, I thought she was gone. Easiest 2 max wins of the part so far. So glad she's alive. I'm just plain old thankful. Not much else to say. I love it when a hero survives in JoJo. I'm smiling.
監視の無線機に気づかなかったのはミスなんかではない。試練なのだ。このことを勝利のために変えればよいのだ。真の勝利者は生まれたものを支配できるものだけなのだ。
In a great many ways, he's not your typical bad guy. Totally not run-of-the-mill. It's almost like he deals with a non-stop lack of confidence in himself. It's very intriguing. It's a small thing, but it's good to see some glimpses of how the prison is in panic mode at the moment in the distance.
ジョリーン、私の気持ちが分かってるくせになぜそんなことを言うんだ。君は私に与えてくれている。何してんだ。
よく知らない。
What started as being a little weird and out of nowhere has turned actually genuinely quite sweet. Especially when you add in the green little baby between them. It's weird, but it's like a family.
ジョリン、ホワイトスネークの正体が分かった。プッチ神父だよ、ジョリン。
Honestly thought she'd suddenly get taken out before saying it. All the credit in the world for not pulling that one.
ああ、君こそ。約束を忘れやがってクソ。たかがプランクトンが。触ってんじゃないぜ。今それどころじゃないんだよ、プランクトン。
These moments are well done since it's adding to the personality crisis she clearly started to feel after her brief battle against Whitesnake and what it said to her.
死ぬのはお前だからだ。
あとは空城城太郎が封印した記憶に従って。今宵は新月。ディオ。
I mean, I have no words for that. That's a 10 out of 10 non-loud emergency plot twist where I come from. I'm in shock. Just take those 2 wins, man.
お前から奪うべきものは3つ。父の記憶と FF から取ったディスクとお前の命だ。
And just like that, my frigging girl turns the whole situation on its head using her own stand abilities masterfully in the moment. I'm blown away. I'm so happy watching this. I can't believe they're trading like this so early on in the season. You know what I mean? It's normally an end kind of deal. I'm hyped and the animation is sick.
理解したよ。数ミリだ。
Style points. What a phenomenal looking shot, and what a great time to use that intense boss music.
今何を投げた。今投げたものは何だと聞いているんだ。
She's just like her dad.
死にゆくアナスイに引きずられてお前の父親が朽ちていってるんだぞ。
This is totally in the top 10 times of my feeling most nervous in any anime. Full stop.
これで君の世界に共に旅立てるぞ。ハレルヤディオ。
That is not how I thought this would go down either.
誰か近くに誰かいないの。誰か歌手ここにいる。
Showing her worry for her friends right here with this blind panic.
お前が生きろ。俺の体に何しても構わない。もたもたするな。俺の意識が。
I wish I could show more, but for obvious reasons I can't risk it. But that was a beautiful scene, albeit incredibly sad. I'm so sorry to see him depart so soon after joining. Such a great character.
私の一番怖いことは友達にさよならを言うことすら考えられなくなることだった。
ちょっと待って。何言い出すのよ。
さよなら、ジョリー。もうここにはいられない。
They haven't missed a step in all these years when it comes to scenes like this, have they? Spot on every time when someone sadly leaves us. Oh man, that was really well done. 2 max wins there.
私を見て、ジョリーン。これが私の魂。これが私の知性。私は生きていた。 最後にさよならが言えてよかった。ジョリン、これでいい。ジョリン、ディスクを取り戻せてよかった。
Even better is this, having achieved something human which drove her in that incredibly short life. But she did it. Understanding what Dio sought but also why, plus a bonus look at his old self. Things have really changed!
父さんのディスクは持ってきてる。エンポリオン、今そこにある？
ディスクは持ってるよ、お姉ちゃん。どこかに置いたりなんか絶対にしない。
Oh, bless his little cotton socks!
私、グリーンドルフィン島を脱獄するわ。
Oh, I just got unbelievably hyped by this notion. I love how so much of this has taken place within the jail, but I'll be honest, I'd love some time outside this season.
父さんがディオという男の能力を封印した意味も分かったわ。私は空女ジョリー。あいつが得たものを封印しなければならない。
She's the best, and it's amazing to have witnessed her incredible growth throughout the season. It's been really extensive, right up there with the best of them, if not the very best.
そうすれば丈太郎のディスクを外へ運び出す邪魔はしない。
Another Kyutada stand user!
これが能力か。くらえ！え？すぐペンを持て。あんた、本当マジに聞くんだけどさ、この文字、私が自分で書いたと思う。
Such a good twist to have in the story, man!
エンポリオまでは覚えてる。その後。
Just an awesome way to show what the memory fog is like for her. This.
もう一回言ってクエス。どんなやつ？
身長は175くらいかな。ギンギンの金髪。縮れ毛で。
This really reminds me of the movie Memento, a very good movie. It's right in that same vein.
FF が突き止めてくれた。
死んだんだな。
The kid's a sweetheart. He barely knew FF and yet still feels so deeply like this.
たっぷり飲めよ。
Fantastic symbolism there and paying respects.
なんだっけな。私、何しに棒に戻ってきたんだっけ？
Honestly, this is one of the best twists in the story. It seems like beating the stand creating it would be impossible, so basically Stone Ocean just continues to cement itself as number one for unique stands in my head.
私は独房から脱獄しようとして。多分あの時、エンポリオは私と一緒にいたん。
So much effortless style injected into this anime. The full, fairly horrifying dissection of her stand's ability.
大切なことは
！That's amazing! Her stand actually did it for her!
ジョリーお姉ちゃんに伝えなくてはいけないことがある。部屋の外へ行かなくては。
Straight to the gut seeing him like this. Had no idea he was also going through it. This gets its own win for the reveal that he's then been doing that same thing over and over again forgetting.
何かがおかしい。
あれ？
I'm always such a big fan of anime creating things within their universe like this TV show. That to me just screams of creativity. I often win that in a Rumikun.
新入り、あれがこの棒に住む雲のボスだ。あ、へい、一つよろしくお世話になりやす。
Well, just like before, that's right up my street, creating a comic as well.
Yes, ほいっす。何が面白いのこれ？
I don't even know what to think about that, but it's creepy.
スタンドだ。今の女が本体だ。
her being badass enough to continue the will to fight even in a situation as desperate as this one. For likely the final time, loads of not running on the spot again, because they're legends who'd rather put extra animation into the scenes instead. My word, that's awful. She's so close to catching her, and her brain retains the third piece of info, setting everything back again. Ugh! So frustrating! Really well done with the stand ability. They really do know how to build a scene, don't they? Excellent tension building, great choice of music, and everything else.
どこだ今そっちに行ったろうが探せ探すんだ我々の目の前を通ることになる
階段
That is nuts! What did she do? Untie herself with threads and then put herself back together or something? Manga readers, help your boy out in the comments. Plot twist!
ジョリーンお姉ちゃんに伝えなくてはならないことがある。あれ？私何して？あ、お姉ちゃん。
It is legit insane to see this in real time.
なるほど。あの時、そいつが一緒にいたというわけか。
It's a small thing, but I really am such a big fan of these color changes.
貴様は脱獄囚とみなす。何
？That is hurtful, man. When did I develop such protective feelings for this little lad? That hurt!
くらえ！ここまでだ！空城ジョリーン
Totally underestimating her stand's abilities. I love it! Go on, girl! Go get her!
エンポリオ、あんたのそういう慎重さ、この刑務所であんたが生き残るために必要なものだったって。でも、いつか危険を冒してでも前に進まなきゃいけない時が来る。
These powerful words from her, she really has come such a long way since the start.
ここでこいつを逃がすわけにはいかない。
After seeing everything she went through at her hands and what she did to the lad, this is fantastic now.
ゲートだゲートを開けろ
ここはなんで私はここにいるんだ。
I'm so friggin' angry! Him coming through with a path to victory, even if I don't fully understand it.
ありがとう。つまり敵でいいんだな。お前は。
She looked incredible there, really dark and foreboding. Then that finish with amazing looking animation too.
お姉ちゃん、僕のいつかは今だ。僕、外を見てみたい。
Genuinely got low-key kind of emotional at him saying that, braving the outside world alongside her, inspired by her. Forcing her to use her stand to get them to forget, it's so good, and they're going to finally get outside!
私はあいつが得たものを封印しに行く。覚悟はできている。この刑務所の中以上の。私も連れて行きな。
Reaching Ermes finally, that music that I think is from Golden Wind. Oh damn man, it's getting me. It feels like such a massive event is happening before my eyes. Nah, that's from Diamond is Unbreakable. One of my favourite moments too with old man Joseph when he saves the kid. JoJo means such a great deal to me. I'm really grateful you're all here with me watching this. Again, this is totally unlike anything else before it. Him just struggling, not understanding these new abilities.
その場所はケープカナベラル ケネディ宇宙センター時は新月あと6日
Brilliant end to an amazing second part. I'm not going to monologue here, did that at the start. Check out another video if you fancy it coming up on screen in a few seconds time, and I'll see you in part 3. Also, no win here, but my god, I wrote the exact same amount of wins again. 236. How about that? Chris Harris, Ted L, Inakami Water, Manuel Morales, Marquez, Nick Wyndham, Waterkeeper, Steelers, Eva Commander, Bird Without a Word, Blitzcow, Brandon Krier, Game 2000, Kieran Robinson, Camfroy, Kim Munt, Magnus, Matthew Castelline, Nathan Bird, Sean, Andy 50, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Guru Guru, Isel Caldera, Yor Edvinson, Jonas Stahl, Jordan Samuels, Java 6263, Kalmok, Kepan, Kevin Melter, Bonito, Louise Cruz, Matthew Blanchard, Matt Marshmallow, 1928, Sentimento, Storm 970, The Owen Taylor Wars.